Maybe I should have started from the beginning, when everything first spun out of control, the day of the annual farm field trip. Thursday was the kind of day that inspires mass suicides, or improper Valium use at the very least. The sort of day that could only happen once in a person's lifetime. I certainly hoped so, anyway. In theory, the outing should have been loads of fun. Visiting the cows, touring the milking facilities, feeding the chickens and pigs, even a hayride through the pumpkin patch. But I hated it. Hate wasn't nearly strong enough a word. Loathe, detest, abhor, despise. I practically broke out in hives on the first day of October in bitter anticipation of what was to come. Even before that, the moment the permission slips were printed with the date, October 24th, Doomsday. Bright and early that morning, Helena Farrell, our lead teacher, corralled the miniature debutantes and future billionaires onto the bright yellow death trap, doubling as our transportation. "Okay, everybody into the bus." She winked at me and snagged a little boy by his jacket as he was about to take my feet out from under me. "Come on, no need to push." "Thanks," I mouthed. Then, with as genuine a smile as I could muster, I stepped out of the way of the rush. My only wish was to head in the other direction, away from what lay in store for me at the end of that bus ride. In hindsight, I should have stayed in bed. "Hey, Helena, I'm not feeling well." I sidled up to her petite frame and pressed my palm to my forehead. "I think I have a fever. I should probably go home." "Suck it up, Ivy. You don't have a fever. You're probably just having hot flashes brought on by anxiety." Helena grinned, twisting her chestnut hair into a ponytail. "We're going to a farm, not the gas chamber. I thought you liked animals." Of course I like animals, but after last year, I was reluctant to jinx myself by even thinking about last year. "Don't be ridiculous." Ever the optimist, Helena patted my shoulder as if I were a child, despite our barely existent age difference. "Last year was your first time. You're a second-year teacher now, older and wiser, right? Besides, nobody could have such bad luck 2 years in a row. You know what they say, lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place." With an exaggerated sigh, I nodded. Like it or not, the field trip was part of my job. A job I loved every other day of the year. I flashed her a forced smile and moved to the back of the bus to oversee the rowdiest of the bunch. I wished I taught something safe, like auto shop. Power tools had nothing on kindergartners, especially at my ultra-snobby school. The parents drove Hummers and BMWs, and the kids had trust funds and iPhones. No joke, 3 of my kindergartners had iPhones. I didn't even have an iPhone, and I was marrying a doctor. Okay, a chiropractor, but that was close enough for my mother. She would have been just as excited if I were marrying Dr. Seuss. Oh, the places I'd go. As long as he had doctor in front of his name, she was happy.